came up here and visited with Tom Alfano and other members of New York State government. And again, we're back in the State Assembly chamber.
Yeah, Amy Buchanan and her students from Alden Terrace came up, and we had a wonderful visit. Alden Terrace went to the Senate, actually, and they got to the floor of the Senate, and they met with Senate Majority Leader Skelos and had a town hall meeting there also, which was very exciting. We also did our regular assembly meeting with them, and they sat in the chairs, as you could see. That's the assembly chamber on the camera now.
And they talk when they do these, and they meet with you and Senator Skelos in the Senate and the assembly chambers. They talk with you about things going on in the community. Do you find out that they know the things that are going on, the issues?
Without question, they ask a lot of great questions. You know, there's no censorship here. They could ask any question at all. And they do, and it's really enlightening. They're right on the money oftentimes. It's very exciting that they're learning so much.
Here we're, I can only imagine the types of questions. Whenever you leave the floor open to any and all questions, and it involves kids, I can only imagine you get some pretty good questions sometimes.
Yeah, and they think about it before they arrive. I'm sure the teachers, talk about state government and other relevant issues, so they come with an appreciation for what we're doing, and it's really wonderful. They also visit, as you know, the museum, where the New York State Museum is here in Albany also, and they see the World Trade Center Recovery Project at the museum, which is a new additional exhibit, and it's fascinating.
Here you are up on the rostrum with some of the kids.
Yeah.
That's up where the speaker sits right there.
That's right. It's the top of the heap, as they say.
Don't only start at the top. Why don't you start right at the top? It is a terrific day, and I see representatives from your office taking the kids as they get off the bus and bringing them around. There's usually a lunch involved, and there's an awful lot to see here in Albany. And the kids always seem to come. I've actually had the opportunity to meet with some of them right out in the major hallways, going from one thing to another. And they always seem to be very engaged and very much interested in all that's going on. They're like sponges,
And Mike, I've been in this position. I've had the privilege of serving for 12 years now. And some of the children, when we started the program probably 10 years ago, have gone on to graduate from high school already. And I've spoken, just this past year, I've spoken at 2 graduations, Elmont Memorial and Floral Park Memorial. So no doubt some of the kids in the graduating class who listened to my speech, we're in Albany years before, and to see the achievement of these young kids is really, truly inspiring. And you and I both know we have 18-year-old sons, and it was a special year for us, and it was a special year for so many people in my district at the graduations, and we wish their children Godspeed in their furtherance of their education and their lives in general.
All right. Now, on to another event that just happened in the Elmont community. This was a basketball tournament that Tom Alfano and his office sponsored, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and this thing was just hugely well received. And we've got some photographs to show of the event itself. Look at the crowd and this is not. There were more on the sides. We could not possibly fit everybody in this picture that was there that day. It was just a terrific event.
It was a huge turnout, Mike. As you say, it was just a week or so ago. Brought kids together from all over Elmont and North Valley Stream, my home community. There were about 420 kids that played in the tournament. It started in the morning at about 10:30. Kids started arriving at 8:15 in anticipation of the tournament. There were 9 courts for 5 hours that were used. It was fascinating.
And we saw a little bit of the tournament, the court itself there that was used during the tournament, and that looked familiar to me because we've seen photos of those